Okay, Tyson, here we go. Another video. Thanks for letting me know that this was posted. And let's get into. Oh, you got old goalie gloves all shredded up. Yeah, toss them out. New ones on the way. German contact grip. These look good. You'll have to let me know how they are. How much were they? I'd guess $120 American, maybe more. Let me know how they are. They're likely really good. You had that one covered easily. You're moving with the ball straight up the middle. My only comment there would be to have your hands down as you're putting pressure on the attacker. Hands down. Your hands are down there. It's good. So, yeah, you put pressure on the attacker, hands down as you're getting closer to them. You got your angles right. You're telling somebody to cover an open player. Yeah, there's an open player over there. That right forward was open. So good. And a nice save. Got your knee down behind the ball and covered up well. Yeah, good save. Good movement by you. And nothing you could do about that if that forward did get to that ball. To put that in, nothing you can do about that. Shot and a save. My only comment here is you should dive on your hip rather than onto your stomach. So diving less of a 45-degree angle, so less out front, more to your side. You're on your toes, set, that was good. I would say in that one, when that ball's like really low at your shins, you can actually really get down low and catch that ball lower and fall onto your stomach into the position you're at right now. Yeah, get down low and actually catch that ball into your chest in the position that you're at now, and then fall onto your knees and then stomach, chest. Yeah, this is good. Distribution is good. You don't want to be kicking it down to the other team. Keep possession. But like I said before, really bend those knees and get that as if you're bowling. Yeah, good distribution by you. The only thing is, when you threw that ball, it was bouncing towards that player, and the chances of them being able to control that ball before they're put under pressure pretty slim. Yeah, that's the right play right there. Cleared it away. Nice and safe. I like the way you were touching the post there. That's good. And again, did you see the way, what I said before on the last dive? You pushed out rather than pushing sideways. That'll give you more time to track the ball and get it with your hands, to save it with your hands. If you're diving out front on your stomach, it's a lot harder to save to start with and also gives you less time. You're pushing out, you need to be pushing back towards the other post. I shouldn't say back, but sideways onto your side. Good coverage by the defense. Again, not much you can do about this, but I think if you have that left foot back just a little bit, I think that left foot, if it comes back, you're going to be pushing off rather than pushing out into the field of play. You want to be pushing sideways across the goal. So that's like, I think this has happened 3 times. And from what I recall, I've seen you in one video where you were kicking the ball against the wall. And I think this left side is your weaker side. That's my opinion anyway. I could be wrong. You tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the left side was your weaker side in that drill that I was watching you on. But again, this is a good goal. It's not like this is a terrible goal anyway. So don't worry about that too much. Yeah, he came out really quickly. This is that's really good right there. That's really good play. Really good play. You've set your team on the attack. You outran 3 players. It's 7 aside. There's 3 players behind you on their team, and you've set your team up in a good position to attack. Good distribution of the ball. Really good. Again, you're out quickly. Scoop it up. Yeah, nicely done again. Bend the knees and do the bowling thing. Don't let that ball bounce. Coming out quickly again, really good. And you scan the field very well and pick the player off. Pick the player off that you want to deliver to. Really good. That's a good part of your game, Tyson, is after you've made the save and distribution. Checking on your posts. That was good. Out quickly again. Good clearance. Don't turn your back on the ball. Back there. Let's have a look at that one. I want to see that one again. Ball through. You come out quickly. Clear. Keep your eye on the ball. I think I know why you might have turned your back on the ball. Probably so you were checking on somebody that you, on the opposition, that you didn't hurt them. I think I'm right on that. So good for you there. Good positioning by you. Nice. Good catch. Good distribution. Quick. It's not a terrible goal. It's not a bad goal. Let's have a look at that again. Maybe what I would say here is your legs are too far apart. I think they're way too far apart and you're flat footed. So you need to be up, maybe bouncing a little bit more. Yeah, a lot of keepers are doing that now. They're really light footed and they're bouncing a little bit, almost like a tennis player. And maybe that'll give you a little bit of a jump on the ball. I think you're flat footed when this is kicked. You're leaning forwards. It's not a bad set position, but maybe your feet in a little bit and just off the back of your heels, maybe. And you got to get down quicker. You got to make that decision to get down quick. But that's a pretty quick shot. So don't be too upset. It's a good shot. Halftime 2-0. Yeah, you had lots of shots, lots of work to do, and you did really well. Two goals that were decent. Nice. Good for you to get across there. You got across really well. I'm just going to play that again. You got to the back post to make this save really well. Yeah, that was good. Good movement across the goal. Again, when you're delivering that ball to your defender, let's bend those knees and no bouncing of the ball. Some some pretty bad back passes there, but you managed to clear that away. That's all right. Okay, so this one, it goes back to what I said in the first half about diving towards your post rather than out. And that throwing is terrible. You need to tell your you need to tell your outfield players to throw the ball up the field, not directly into the field of play. This is what caused this goal. If that ball had been thrown down the sidelines, not into the field of play, yeah, this wouldn't have been a goal. They need to throw the ball down the sidelines. This ball's thrown into a 2-on-1. That's what caused this goal. It's a good shot, but again, try diving onto your side. Try diving onto your side. I would have that maybe your left foot back a little bit. It is a good goal. Again, I think you're set. Okay. Oh, yeah. And you didn't push off, didn't get time to push off with your left foot. You kind of tucked that foot underneath rather than pushing out. And I think just getting down quicker for the ball. You've got to get down really quick. You're a big guy, but you can do that. You're athletic enough to be able to get down quicker. I don't want to be too critical here because that's a good goal. It's a good shot, really good shot. Yeah, that was good. You came out and had your hands down by your side. Good distribution there too, right up the middle. See this? Your hands down by your side, really, really good. Excellent. Yeah, you didn't overcommit. That was good. Good, Tyson. Really good. Yeah, nothing you can do about that one. Open player. Maybe if you came out just a second sooner and stepped up right there, stepped up, set, and then shot. Yeah, you don't want to be coming out as the player's shooting. That's you want to be set when the player's shooting. You don't want to be coming out when the player's shooting. You don't want to be moving outwards when the player's shooting. So when that ball went through, that's when you should have stepped up and then set. Step up, then set. But you went right there. Just as you're moving, they're shooting. And that's when you're dead in the water. But you know what? This is not your fault. Not your fault. Good. Oh, off the post. You're back quickly. Very good. You got back into position really quick. That's good. Nice save. You held on to it well. Oh, nice save. Beautiful. Good tip onto the bar and good rebound save too. I think you made the decision what you were going to do. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get one hand up for that and tip it over. Didn't quite tip it over, but enough to get it onto the bar. Good save and a good save on the rebound. Yeah, you've had a lot to do in this game. There's a ton of stuff. Well done. Good back pass. Not a good back pass. That was a pretty bad back pass. You had a couple of these in this game, and that was well played by you to thread the needle and get that out of there. Well, it's quite the boot. Good catch by you. Oh, it's the goal. He's going at it, and he's fumbled, and it's in. Nice. You get the assist on that one. Well played. And that's the game. Well played, Tyson. Really, really good. Yeah, distribution. The way you get out to the top of the box quickly is really good, and that's going to really help your team, especially in seven-a-side. Like I said, if you can leave their team behind you and you can put your team on the attack, that's really good. I would say some of those the throw in. You got to get the people throwing the ball down the sidelines and not into the field of play, like where there's a 2-on-1, and then that puts the other team on the attack right away there. I think maybe diving at least to your left side. I think rather than diving out, try and dive more to your side so you can actually gives you it might give you a little bit more time to see the ball and save it. Overall, really good. I think you're a good goalie. You're going to be if you keep at this, you could be really, really good.